I cannot believe it is the last week in January already. It's crazy. I am so anxious to win this board game we're playing, right? Aren't you guys?
Me too.
Yeah. So all month long, we've been talking about responsibility. Do you guys remember what responsibility is? Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what's expected of you. We've had some great lessons, and I'm really proud of a whole bunch of kids that learned their memory verse and got to come to game night on Friday night. That was a ton of fun. So now, with God's help, we can live in a responsible way every day. When we show that we can be trusted with our responsibilities, we can show others what God is like. And not only that, if we show people that we can be trusted, they'll want to trust us more and more. Kind of like, remember the farmer who wanted to give people more and more based on what they yielded for him. That was a good thing. Well, we have one more challenge to complete. Right now, we're stuck here in the desert. But if we can work together and show some next level responsibility, we'll make it out of the hot sand and into a nice, cool oasis. Sounds amazing. Actually, I don't know. Right now it's wet and cold and I might enjoy a little warmth, but we're pretending. So, cool oasis here. For this challenge, we're going to test your knowledge and see how hard you've worked on the memory verse this month. Remember, Luke 16:10, anyone who can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16:10. So there you go. You can hang out, cheer on our contestants here, but we're gonna play a little verse scramble. Let me get these guys. You're set with your envelopes. They've already got the tiles in there. So what's going to happen? You're going to have just a little bit of time to unscramble the tiles and see if you can come up with words that get filled in here to our memory verse. It says, whoever can be blank with very blank can also be blank with blank. We've got a lot of blanks to fill in, don't we? 4 of them to be exact.
We can do it.
You can do it. I love it. All right, so here we go. Let's see, get all those tiles out. So each envelope has a word. So don't mix the words up. So maybe solve that one and then move on to the next. Good job. Oh, what word is that? There's a whole lot of I's and T's, it looks like. Are you missing a letter? Oh, there you go, Byron. His word is L-I-T-T-L-E. Little. And Alex, yours is M-U-C-H. Much. Little. You guys are very quick solvers here. Nice. T-R-U-S-T, trust. Look it, yours is trusted too. We have 2 trusted, that's right, because let's do this together. Whoever can be trusted with very what?
Little.
Little can also be what?
Trusted.
Trusted with
Much.
much. Yay! We did it! We're going to the oasis. I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for playing. It was a ton of fun, and you can see we get to move on to our oasis. Look at that! You know what else is kind of like an oasis? Spending time in worship. Let's do that next.
You never turn away, you never leave my side. And every time I call your name out just to find that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing. I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. There are days when I feel I need a friend, and then I hear your voice reminding me again that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing. I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me. I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me. I will trust you with my heart. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing. I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart.
We can trust him with our whole heart. I love this month. I love talking about responsibility. And it's my personal responsibility for every beat of my heart to praise him. So will you praise him with me now? Let's sing Every Beat.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only
Every beat of my heart is calling for Bible story. Let's go to story now.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story.
Hi, everyone. Hey, I've got one more important rule for life to share with you today. It comes from the book of Ephesians in the Bible, which was originally a letter written by the Apostle Paul. Paul's letter make up many of the books in the New Testament. Paul traveled from city to city teaching people about Jesus. He then wrote letters to different churches to encourage them to keep living God's way. One day, Paul was thrown into prison for teaching about Jesus. He didn't deserve to be in prison, and it was hard for him to be away from his friends. But he tried to make the most of a bad situation. While he was in prison, Paul wrote to the church in Ephesus to encourage them and remind them about the things Jesus taught. Paul wanted to remind the Ephesians about what God had done for them and how it should change the way they lived. Let's take a look at one of the things Paul wrote in his letter. He said in Ephesians 4:29, "Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen." So when we follow Jesus, one of the things it should change is how we use our words. You see, words are powerful. They can build people up, or they can also break people down. To show you what I mean, I've got Alex and Byron here. Byron and Alex, to be a little less confusing, here, and they're going to help us do a little demonstration. So Alex is standing by the ladder. Byron is going to have a seat right here in this chair. He's a little concerned because I did share that this is our family's hair cutting drape, but don't worry, I didn't bring the hair cutting tools today. This isn't the story of Samson, I promise. All right. So here we go. Our two volunteers will now help us to see how our words make an impact, even if we don't always see it. In our scenarios, both of them are going to be the same person. So this is a person, and they're going to choose one thing or another. Let's look at our first scenario. I'll give you two options, and you can vote by holding up your fingers. Just hold them up big and bold in front of the TV. I'll try to see, but no promises. And you guys can hold up fingers for your choices too. So here's the situation. Your friend is having a tough day. You tell her either, "Stop crying about it. You're really bothering me." Or, "I'm here to listen anytime you need to talk." Okay, so which answer do you think is the wise choice? I definitely agree. Number 2, if someone says they're there for me, I would be super encouraged. It would probably make my day a lot better. So Alex, you made the right decision. You get to take 2 steps up the ladder. Oh, look at you climbing high. But that first answer would not be a wise choice. If I were sad and someone told me to just get over it, it would really hurt my feelings. It would make me feel even worse, like rain flowing down. Do you feel worse? Poor Byron, he's already wet from the rain. Okay, it's like a rainstorm versus a happy, sunshiny, climb the hill kind of a day. All right. Someone said something unkind to you, and our words definitely have power, even when we can't see it. So let's take a look at the next situation. Your teammate tripped during the game and allowed the other team to score a goal. After the game, you tell your friend, "We lost the game because of you. You should just quit." Or, "We all make mistakes. I know you'll do better next time." So 1 or 2? All right. Alex votes 2. Byron votes 1. What do you think the answer should be? That's right. Number 2 again. Your teammate already feels bad about giving up the goal. You can use your words to encourage them and make them feel better. Alex, you get to step up another 2 rungs on the ladder. Oh my goodness, he's gonna reach the top. We probably can't see much but your boots at this point. All right. But let's imagine how your friend would feel if she tried her best and you told her that she didn't do a good job. That would really sting, wouldn't it? That would make any situation not better, but worse. Poor Byron. Our words have power, and those words were very powerful and hurtful. I'm really sorry that you're getting so wet. It's a rough storm today. These mean words spoken were very hurtful. Now, this just isn't your day, is it? No. Let's check out our last scenario. Your little sister keeps playing with your stuff, and you're afraid she might break something. You tell her either 1, "I'd love to play with you. Let's go do a board game together." Or 2, "You're so annoying. Go away." What would you say? 1, "I'd love to play with you." Or 2, "You're annoying. Go away." Byron says 2 this time. Alex says 1, but guess what? It's number 1 this time. You were trying to get it right, but it's number 1. It would make your sister feel great if you spoke kindly and took some time to play with her. So Alex, another 2 rungs up. You're going to be standing on the very tip top of the ladder. Your siblings is very happy with you too. Byron, if someone told me I was annoying, I'd kind of be sad about it. Like tears, sad, lots and lots and lots of tears. Are you wet?
Yeah.
He's wet. Again, I'm so sorry, but it's so hurtful to be told that you're annoying. Words really do have power, even though we can't always see it. Alex, you must be feeling great right now. You're not afraid of heights, right? That's good. All right. Well, why don't you come on down the ladder for a minute? And maybe we can find a way to turn Byron's day around. You see, words can build people up. I have, an eye poker apparently. There you go, Byron. It's a fun new thing. Imagine if you felt down like poor Byron. Someone had said those awful things to you. "You're bothering me. You should just quit. You're so annoying. Go away." But what if another friend came up to you and said, "I don't think you're annoying at all. I love spending time with you. I'm here if you want to talk." That's actually things that Alex would say on any given day. Or what if the person who said those awful things to you in the first place came back and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Will you forgive me?" wow, things start to look up. In fact, Alex, why don't you just take this water bottle and let's try saying something bad, right? Like, oh, you're so annoying. But, oh, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that. Suddenly, there's protection, right? If someone speaks kind words to you, that can help you to start to feel better. If someone comes to you and apologizes and they really mean it, they can start to fix that part of you that hurts. Their words, they won't make the original hurt go away. Poor Byron is really wet underneath here, but he's not getting wetter, right? These mean things, now he's been filled up a bit. So you guys, I want to say thank you. I know it's been a wet, rainy week, and the last thing you needed was more rain on you today. But I think this was a great week for us to tell this story because we've all been drenched on this week, quite literally. But I think if we think back, we can all think of maybe a time when words have hurt us or when we've used words that have hurt others. Our words are powerful. We remember the things people say to us. So let's make sure that we use our words to build people up, not to tear people down. And if we mess up and say something we wish we hadn't, let's be brave enough to use an umbrella, to use words that make things better. Words like, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. Remember what Paul wrote in his letter to the Ephesians. Don't let any evil talk out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. We have a responsibility, there's our word of the month, to choose words that will build others up. Let's use our words to show love so we can build people up and fix broken relationships. Remember, here's our bottom line. Use your words wisely. Every day, let's make the choice to speak words of truth, hope, and healing. Let's pray now and let's ask God to help us. God, we just thank you so much for this story. Lord, what a great reminder it is to us that we do have a responsibility to use our words wisely. God, help us to be people who choose to show love and kindness and not frustration and anger first. We love you, God, and we just pray that you would give us wisdom so that we can use our words accordingly. We love you, and it's in your name we pray. Amen. So it's important for us to use our words wisely. I want you to take that responsibility this week. I want you to think about the words that you're using. The next time your brother or your sister comes in and they're fussing with something of yours and you're just afraid they're going to ruin it or break it or fill in the blank, think of how you can use your words to create a different outcome. Stop and think before we speak. Have the courage to say we're sorry. Own up to our mistakes. And if someone apologizes to you, be willing to forgive them too. Don't forget, use your words wisely. And hey, let's go to activities and let's practice using our words wisely. What do you think? Good idea? Let's go. Hey guys, so I bet you're wondering, why do you have marshmallows here? Because who doesn't love marshmallows? So we're gonna spend a couple of minutes doing something really fun. So what's gonna happen is you guys are gonna have 30 seconds to build a tower as tall as you can using marshmallows and toothpicks, and then we're gonna stop. Okay, and then we're going to flip a coin, and it's either going to be heads or tails. And if it's heads, then you get an extra person to help you build. But if it's tails, then we take away a couple of pieces and we continue on. So, are you guys ready?
Super ready.
Okay, on your marks, get set, build! You've got about 30 seconds. Let's see how these two do working together. I'm excited to see. They've each got maybe a little different approach. All right, who's the toothpick guy? Who's the marshmallow guy? Are you helping each other? There you go, working together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Have you thought about, are you starting with the strong base? Are you starting up at the top?
I'm
How are
making
you
a base
building?
right here.
A base. Okay, well, bad news. You've only got about 10 more seconds.
Oh man.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not bad for a little start. Now let's see. Heads it is. Ready? Go. I get to help you. Am I helping? I don't know. Sometimes is it more help? Here's this. Oh, look at that. That was a good idea. He's building it in such a way. If I was to eat one, I wonder if that would be helpful. Maybe? All right, good job, guys. We have about 10 seconds left. I don't know that Miss Stacy was any help. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, somebody was in Mesa. All right, let's flip and see. Tails. Take off a couple of the marshmallows. And ready? Build again. 30 seconds. It's okay. This is a very forgiving process. Go. Here we go. They're working together. They've really got some good solid structure going. I like the design here. Byron, maybe you're going to be an engineer. Maybe? Keep working, guys. Time flies when you're having fun. I like that. Just stick it through 2 at a time. See how that goes for you? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when all else fails, eat the marshmallows. You know, this was a lot like our story though, right? We can either use stuff to build each other up or to tear each other down. Thankfully, we didn't have too many tails, right? Not too many tear downs, but a couple of extra buildups. All right, so that was a lot of fun. Another way that we can use words, we have to look at words, right? And really see what they mean. So we're gonna jump over and I'm gonna just put up some gibberish. It's really not gonna look like it makes much sense, but see if you can tell what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna come over here to the whiteboard. All right, and so here we go. Here's the first one. Byron and Alex, go ahead and watch and try to guess too. Trying to make this real easy for you guys to read. Oh, I better not say anything. Can you guys guess what this says? It's kind of phonetically spelled. You're almost there. That's right. Jesus rocks. That's a fun way to say it. Well, it's an interesting way to spell it for sure. Let's see if I can get you guys with another one. All right. Ready?
Ready.
All right. So crazy how we can use words and really make a difference. This is a fun one. I'm excited for this one. Here we go. Be kind of phonetically sounding out these words. What do you think it says?
Church is cool.
Church is cool. That's right. All right. Let's see. You guys are doing good playing along with this. Here we go. Oh, this one is funny. I like it. Do you know what it says?
I love God.
I love God. That's right. Someone once told me if you don't know what the words are to a song, you can or if you want to mouth something to someone, you can say elephant shoes, and or olive juice, and it looks like I love you. It's pretty funny. So that was a fun I love God. But really, right, we want to use our words to build each other up, and this is certainly doing that. All right, last one. One of my favorite things to do. Can you tell what that one says?
Worship the Lord.
Worship the Lord. That's right. You did a great job using your genius brains to decode these secret messages. It reminds me how today we learned another way we can be smart with our words, right? And helpful too. So let's be people who use our words wisely. Great job learning the verse this month. Take care, everyone, and February's coming. Can't wait. Have a great one. Bye-bye.